Yo, what is up, you guys? So, with this episode of Danganronpa 3, episode 6, we get a lot of answered questions. We still got a lot more questions to be answered, but when it comes to Gekuhara, when it comes to like Murukata, and when it comes to who was going to be killed off next, I'll just start off with the beginning of this episode. We start off with by the way, the whole scene with Murukata stabbing Yokizome, even though she's technically dead. That was kind of fucked up, but I guess it's symbolizing that Minakata's gonna. I mean, he's gonna go through this one way or another. He's constantly gonna be an asshole for this entire arc. But I love this episode for a number of reasons. It really hit the feels. I just want to get this part out of the way. That whole thing with the troll at the beginning with Kirigiri, I knew right from the beginning that was a troll. After seeing the troll with Asahina, no way in hell was Kirigiri down in this episode. So I was right on the money with that, saying hell no. Turns out it was a dream, but what wasn't a dream is the fact that two people actually, well, they find out the two people actually end up dying. We could be on the, and a lot of other bits of information we got as well. But first off, we find out that Izao, who technically found the secret passageway, I knew something was going to happen to him because that door was too fucking suspicious. And what was really suspicious was Ruruka's, even though she technically, and the reason why I say Ruruka's attitude kind of suspicious, look at the way she was acting. Like, oh, I can't do anything on my own. Oh, but the only thing she technically cared about up until now was Izao. But now that he's dead, she's kind of acting like a slut. It's like, oh, can you protect me and all that shit? What was all this shit in a couple of episodes that say, I don't care who you betray, just don't betray me. So she's quick to jump on a bandwagon. So I found that highly suspicious. And the fact that Kirigiri said, no, do not leave this room. We're going to avenge Isao's death. Leads to me that she had something. I'm not saying she's the one that killed him, but she definitely had some. She knows something. So, and this is Danganronpa, so nothing's off limits. And speaking of which, that whole scene with Gekuhara. Now, I don't want to say I told you so, but I've been saying it since episode 2. There's definitely something up with her. I'm not just saying what happened with the fact that Gekuhara technically has a. Well, I'll get into that in a minute, but technically she's been observing everything that's been going on. She's found a way to hack into the system. That was suspicious from the get-go, because in the fact there was no hacking allowed. But Naegi says something really interesting. He says, technically this isn't a game anymore, so they can bust out at any given time. There's no rules, so I like that he's thinking that way, but the bottom line is that it's not going to be that easy to break out. And given the fact that Gekuhara is just more than just a spectator. By the way, did you see Monokuma in the background there? It was obviously from the get-go because of Avatar was like suspicious. And if you can call it by saying that Gekuhara actually technically is a sister of Monokuma, then congratulations, but I definitely knew something was up. It comes to find out some more important information because we get the return of Togami in this episode, as well as the other future Foundation members, and Togami gets right down to business. With the help of Gekuhara, which I thought was kind of weird, but Naegi and Asahina talk to Togami what's going to be going down and how fucked the situation is. Basically, Tagami's right on the case because he's already figured out that Gekuhara is a fake because technically the real body has died. So that's real interesting. So is the imposter like the relative or the sibling of Monokuma? So I guess that means that we know who the hacker is, but that doesn't explain who the attacker is. And we couldn't find out the future Foundation members are on their way. So that's going to be kind of cool. We're going to get a reunion of some sorts. And we also couldn't find out that Tagami has also stated that the remnants of despair, at least the members of them, are on a located island, I believe it's called like Jabberwock Island. I could be wrong, but they could be making a move sometime as well. And given this is the halfway point of the arc, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, that even though it's a troll, that could be foreshadowing Kirigiri. I hope not, but I just got this sickening feeling. The season 1 opening at the ending there, the song. I think we did, but that just hits the feels as it was a great episode. I thought it looks like we're going to find out who the real attacker is pretty soon, because we got Kirigiri inspecting the bodies, so we might get to find out something. And I still think something's up with Ruruka. You do think it could be the next to die or get killed off? By the way, come to find out that we get an appearance from Nagi's little sister, which I thought was kind of cool. We hadn't seen us up until this point, so unless I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we haven't got introduced yet, so that's kind of cool. Come to find out as well that the broadcaster Monokuma said that this was being televised worldwide was a complete bullshit, because technically nobody's seen this. And where do we go from here? I don't care, because this arc has been amazing so far. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like this video if you did, appreciate that. Comment, rate, subscribe as always. Catch you guys on the next one.